Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I'm here to do my rant of Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 1, Born This Way. Are y'all ready to get into this new season? Let's just do it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie that sweet old auntie. Auntie that Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my new members, thank you so much for hitting that membership join button and joining this family. Y'all, thank you so much. Welcome to Auntie's Advice. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I want to say a special shout out to the members of Auntie's Advice who participated yesterday in our first bake off where we made fresh homemade bread. I want to thank Pamela, Dana, Val, and Brittney. Thank you all so much for your participation. It was such a great time. If you're a member of Auntie's Advice, we're going to be doing this quite regularly, okay? So make sure that you have your notification bells on, and I will be uploading at the beginning of the week that we're going to be cooking what the ingredients are, and then we're going to be cooking off on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Now, it won't be every Saturday, but it will be quite a few Saturdays in these winter and fall months, y'all. We're going to be getting together and doing some really wonderful things together. Thank you all so much for the compliments about my hair. Thank you, Bobby. Auntie, you look very pretty tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I have just been on a high, on a whole different note. I have been watching Prime Time, Deion Sanders, and the Denver, Colorado Buffaloes. And I'm telling you right now, I've never had such an interest, a hunger and a thirst for college football. But I'm telling you right now, the game was a quencher. I was, on baking with the members, then talking to a member, and then hanging up and like watching the game till like 3 o'clock this morning. Like I kept tossing and turning, saying no, I don't want to watch it because Dion had been talking all of that trash, and I was like, I don't want to watch it, and then something happens, right, and then they lose the game, you know what I'm saying? And it was a clincher. It was like down to the wire, y'all. And, I just was like, ugh. But they ended up coming out, victorious over Colorado State. For all of you all who don't know, I am a football girl. I love football. I love sports, period. I've been watching tennis this year and everything with Coco. And so when you don't see me, it's probably number one, I'm working late, and number two, I'm looking at some sports. Okay. So like I said, I went to bed probably about 3:30 this morning. Shout out to Prime Time. It was a lot of things that Prime Time said in a lot of things that Primetime said and I'm just be, gleaning nuggets from him, just about how to approach life. And I realize that as Auntie's advice, I am prime time. And my success is my success. Nobody else's success has anything to do with mine, and I don't have anything to do with anybody else's. I am just so happy and grateful and thankful every time I turn this camera on that you all are here, and that you participate in the chat, and that you are joining the membership. I appreciate you all so much. I mean, like, so much. Words just cannot describe the gratitude that I have, that every time I click this button, you all are here. So, getting all of that stuff to the side, let's get into this episode. So, if I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, season 5, episode 1, Born This Way, I probably would rate this episode a C. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what you would rate this episode. I gave it that because we got some new blood. There's some new people who are on the block, and it is always good when we have, different storylines that we can kind of, glean off of and stuff like that. And so let's get into it, y'all. I did bring up the pictures of the people. So the first person that I want to talk about is Melissa and Louie. Now, y'all remember we had been introduced to them before. I guess, when we met them doing Love During Lockup. And so this is the time where, Louie, I guess, is getting out of prison. And so we see Melissa still geeking over somebody that, was she met as a teenager, and she kept this crush on this person, right? On Louie all of this time. And it's unfortunate because by the time she gets with Louie, he's a two-time an offender. He's a felon. He is a ex drug addict. I mean, he's all of that stuff, right? And she, had a crush on him in high school. She wasn't good enough for him in high school, but she good enough for him now. Which is my opinion. It looks like this season she gonna be battling back and forth with his smart ass mother. And I noticed that this is the season of the mothers because, honey, it is so many mothers that are going on in this damn season of Love After Lockup. So I'm going to have to tread lightly, right? Or at least I'm going to try to tread as lightly as I can up on these mofos, right? Because I ain't promising. I ain't promising nothing, because if a mother got to be dragged, she just gonna get dragged. I mean, it just is what it is, okay? But for right now, okay, they seem like they gonna be okay, but I'm just trying to tell you, when you put them out there, don't get mad at a mofo when they say something about them. I mean, it just is what it is, and I don't give a damn who likes it, who doesn't like it. I don't care if people lock up like Voltron against me and try to disparage my name and all of that old kind of bull crap. I don't care what you like and what you don't like. This is my channel over here. I don't run your channel over there. I don't run nobody Instagram. I don't run none of that, and you ain't gonna run nothing over here. If I decide to say that a mofo is what's my favorite saying? You will be here when you ain't. That's the truth. Ain't no lie in it. Ain't no lie told. Cause we ain't the channel that's gonna keep hope alive for your ass for 5 and 6 years after you done been off the show. When you off the show, we don't give a damn. If you on the show, we care. How about that? Yeah, I got time. At least a little bit time. People locking up like Voltron against a woman. Hold on, because I got to turn the air on. It done got hot. Like, what is the temperature in the house? Hold on, y'all. I'm up in this office hot. I usually have my little fan on. Maybe that's what I... Yeah, let me turn my fan on. Let me put my fan in my USB, y'all. Hold on. Got my little fan. No, it got to be pink, right? I'm coming. For all them people that's new here, I usually don't take this long. But today, oh, just don't go on a USB. Just go in here. That's the other one that go on the USB. Okay, let me plug this up. Hold on. Well, I got to do a Beyonce Beyonce fan on y'all asses. So anyway, Melissa was liking him, back in the day, when when he was in high school and everything, and now that he's incarcerated, he got time for her. And so, she met up with her sister and her father, and it's the same old conversation that's going on. The only thing that happened that was different in the conversation was that they was talking about Louie's teeth. And so, a lot of times when people are on specific drugs, they rotten their teeth out. And so Melissa was trying to say that Louie doesn't have the teeth in his mouth because of the drugs. And the sister was like, he got one tooth, and Melissa was like, he got five. And honey, next thing you know, the father took and came up in them jaws, honey, and grabbed his teeth and took them out of his mouth. And honey, it was spit on it, looked like spider webs, bitch. And I was like, Daddy, at least you could have sucked your mouth dry, like something like, or something, before he just went up in there and just grabbed them up, okay, and just had a dangling a spit just hanging. I said, the fuck? He said, this is what you're gonna be dealing with. And so she's like, I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to deal with this with Louie, because usually it's I got a gag reflex when I ain't got no teeth, and then all of a sudden, she ain't got no teeth. Like, who wants a broke down, busted ass, disgusted mother in their life that didn't care nothing about them in high school, and now all of a sudden, when the rubber hit the road, and he on Facebook and y'all hooking up? Ain't no, these women, I'm telling you right now, they don't have no standards. Some of them are redeemable, but bitch, for the most part, these, because ain't. Who does stuff like this? And he really don't even mess with her like that. He really don't. And then you got to be fighting with his mother? Fuck out of here. Now, I ain't going to blame the mother for what Louie did. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, Auntie, keep moving, because like I said, I'm going to try not to drag these mothers. But I'm going to tell you, whether you step out on the curb, step out on the curb too far, and we're going to have to go there. The next person that I want to talk about is Andy and Brittney. Now, Andy, of course, is supposed to be going to see Brittney and everything, right? And, Brittney is coming up out of jail. And, from this picture that we see from Brittney, she reminds me of Lisa and Stan. We had all of these beautiful pictures of Lisa, and when she came out, she had a buzz cut like she had been in the Marines, bitch, okay? And when we see Brittney come out and she fat as fuck, and I just was like, wait a minute, hold up. How the hell do you gain weight in jail? She must got a whole lot of canteen, a whole lot of hostess ho-hos and honey buns and tater chips and cheese nips and all kinds of oodles or noodles and pasta dishes, bitch, with chicken. Like I said, how the did she go in there skinny and come out that bitch fat? How they do that? I thought that in jail, like, when I be looking at 60 Days In, they look like they be eating slopping peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every damn day. But Brittney came out that bitch fat. But the thing about it was, she was fatter that tat, but her balloons was flatter than flat. I said, what the whole hell? Let me tell you something, honey. Andy is a complete and total turn off. He's a turn off. I'm looking at him and saying everything he do come up short. Bitch, he's a day late and a dollar short. Everything he do just be fucked up. From going to shop, from saying he got $1,200 for bringing balloons and flowers. The flowers look like they was damn near dead. And then you got balloons that ain't got no damn in it, bitch. It look like they sat around in the room and blew them with their own breath, and there ain't no helium in them, because at all, like the balloons just, like he talk about toss the balloons because you free, right? Okay, slow down, Auntie. Okay, so Andy and his son that went down to the jail, okay? Because this is Brittney's day to get out. They met the daughter at the hotel. Now, that's the fucked up part about it. Her mother been gone and incarcerated. We don't see any of the other brothers and sisters. We just see this one particular daughter. And, the daughter is going to see her mother, but she got to have Andy with her. It's obvious that the daughter drives by herself, has her own transportation, and she should have had an opportunity to be with her mother outside of this fat fuck. Like straight up and down. But I think that Brittney is thinking that she's coming out of Kia and she going to be with Bill Gates. No, this is not happening, honey. He don't even have a gate. Not even around his trailer home. He don't have like even a doggy gate up in there. Okay? This bitch is bringing balloons with no helium in them. I'm just thinking to myself, how long did he have the balloons? Because even if you buy balloons the day before the party, they still maintain their helium and they going up to the ceiling. You got to make sure you hang on to the string when you transport them from the car to the party yard, to the conference center, or wherever you having your at. So she got to go down there and be with him, and Brittney is worried about being with him because Brittney want the money out the month, and he ain't got none, Brittney. He ain't got none. So she's got to experience this with him and his son around, and the sun dried in a bitch. The sun is so dry. He ain't doing nothing but snitching. He ain't really in on this for real, for real. He don't really fuck with his father like that. And then here we see that we got Andy on here, and I was listening to True Life. Is her name True Life? Y'all think that's her name? I likes her because she just is. She just as cutthroat as I am, okay? Girl, hey, Auntie, see you. I was listening to you today, and you said something, and I was like, she is so right, because I was going to say the same thing. When the fuck did Andy tell us that he had 2 failed marriages? Did I miss that part? Now, I know he was talking about the kids' mother and stuff, but he got 2 failed marriages. And he just going to drop that on us? He just going to try, that's her name. I see it in the comment section. No, that's not how you spell her name. That's not it. And if she gonna get recognition, I don't think that's it. If I'm gonna recognize her, I want to recognize her the right way. Let me find this woman's channel real quick, y'all, so I can put it in there. Hold on. This is her correct spelling of her name. T. Okay. That's her name. Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to you. That's her name. But anyway, so I was like, when she said it, I was like, oh my God, I recognize the same thing. When did we know that he had 2 failed marriages under his belt? And he think he is going to sit up here and be with Brittney and he's going to have a successful marriage. If you don't do right by your fucking kids, you're not going to have a good, successful marriage. And it appears that he hasn't. Why this little son is fucking with him, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like he's a good person to me. Period, point blank, poo. Because like I said, everything he do come up short, bitch. Everything he do come up short. Everything. Y'all make sure y'all tell her I sent y'all. If y'all go over there and subscribe to her channel, make sure y'all tell her that I sent y'all over there. I ain't gonna do like I want to do because that I've tried to help some YouTube channel people that I've tried to help come and stab me in my back and want to lock up and everything like Voltron. But I'm not gonna treat her the way people treat me. I want y'all to go out there, subscribe to her channel, write down in the comment section that Auntie sent you. Because I'm going to still be the person that I am, regardless of how people want to stab me in my back and talk about me and shit. Let me move the fuck on. Let me move on. The next person that I want to talk about is Raneka and Asonta. So we see Raneka pick up Asonta from the jail. She's standing outside. She's been out there all day. Stockings ripped up. She just looking stank and rank. So she picks him up. He come out the jail and everything. They in the car now. Mind you, the window busted. It looked like it's cold out there. Okay, the window busted and somebody kicked the whole door in the back of the thing. So she she's driving and she's talking to him, and telling him that I got 3 personalities. And I was like, okay, like we did not know. But the thing about it is every time Raneka want to say something, it gets really jacked up, right? It gets, this don't come out right. She mean well. She said she got 3 different personalities that he's got to deal with, but she's preserved. One of the personalities is preserved. I said, preserved where? In a jar? Are we canning? Do you mean I'm reserved? That this particular personality is reserved? Then when she's in the car and telling him to put the person on speakerphone, she basically said, put him on mute. I said, there's nothing she can say that comes out the way that she means for it to come out, because she rushing and going too fast. Slow down so you can make sure that you're saying everything correctly. But anyway, we see her pick him up. She's in his arms. She said, I'm supposed to be a thug, but I'm crying and everything. I cried like a baby and it's fine. But Asante ain't shed a tear. So they get in the car and everything, and they, driving to, a undisclosed location. And during this time in the car, she is fully aware that the auntie has told her that the auntie ain't the auntie, but that the auntie is the girlfriend. So she has this knowledge, right? But she said that she gonna deal with it later on. One of the things that I didn't like about her is she very handsy. And as a woman, we should not be putting our guards up and all of that kind of stuff, punching on men and all of that, because you don't never know when a person, gonna punch your ass back. But she very handsy, with him like he a homeboy. This somebody you about to. So why am I up? What? So, Asante is like, I'm gonna be with her. This is the first time I've had sex with a woman. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so what? So, bitch, rest in peace, Asante. But I was like, why do they make a distinction? This is just the first time you've had sex. Not the first time in 4 years. Not the first time. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I noticed that people who are incarcerated say that. And I don't understand what that is. It's just the first time you've had sex in 4 years. But maybe it's just me. But anyway, she's telling him that, she don't want him to cheat on her. She don't want him to do, X, Y, and Z. But if you got to say that, you suspecting it. In my opinion, you suspecting it. Matter of fact, as a woman, you already know. Because we don't say that we don't know. For the most part. We don't. We don't even go down that road. Because we're going to try to start off with as much trust and respect as we can. But once we think we know something, then we're going there. So they in the car and they fussing back and forth because she's saying that, she don't, want him to cheat on her. And he's saying, I'm not cheating on you. So she talk about the aunt. So next thing you know, the aunt calls on the phone. He's telling her, get in control of the car. Can we take the car and go over to my aunt's house to go and pick up the iPhone, right? And she's like, no, we could go over there together. He said, can I use your car? She was like, yeah, but we're going to go over there together. And I'm like, no, you ain't going to use my car. So anyway, they going back and forth about that. And he was like, look, are you going to drop me? Because I am the man and I'm leading this relationship. I'm chin checking you right now. I'm in charge. I'm the man. So she kind of piped down and everything. And so, the aunt calls and then, she like put on mute. I mean, I'm just like, what? So they pulled over? When they pull over? I thought they was driving, but okay. So he's saying that the aunt is really the aunt. So the producers is like, okay, are you in a relationship with somebody? And he was like, no, I think y'all making some, dude. They get to the house, he all up on her. They kissing and all of that stuff. Now the kissing was real. Like I was like, okay, they like slobbing each other. Damn, like they getting down with the get down. And the next thing we know, we see Asante leaving out the house 4 hours later. Now they put up a memorial. Is it a memorial or in memory of Asante, explaining to the fans that Asante filmed all of this prior to his passing? And so we're going to try to be as respectful as we can. We're going to try to be as respectful as we can. But we're going to call a thing a thing. Yeah? We're going to call a thing a thing. He playing the fuck out of her. That's my opinion about it. He playing the fuck out of her. He said the only thing that he got on his mind right now is sex. That's it. Nothing else matters. Thank you so much, Dot, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. That's a cute little picture. Thank you, Dot. The next couple that I want to talk about is a new couple, right? Is it Sharae and Anthony? Now, Sharae is new. She's dating Anthony. And her little butt cheeks was out. And I was like, okay, she's giving it up for the girls. She's giving us something that we can feel. She said that she was in a relationship with Anthony. They took the pictures back, when they was in school, and he cheated on her and she broke up, and then she done got back with him, and now she done relocated and she living in a condo and everything. And the mother got a key. Anthony's mother named Sharice is up in the house and she's cooking. And I'm saying, does her mama got a key to the house or just Sharice? So Sharice is up in there and she want Sharae to be hard on Anthony. She want her to love him and all that kind of stuff, but she want him to be able to check his ass too. So Sharae got a secret because Sharae and Anthony were supposed to have been married. So she's perpetrating a fraud to her family and friends. Ain't nothing new. This is what they do on Love After Lockup. But she take this a whole different level by going to trying to get married to Anthony. Anthony didn't realize Anthony was already previously married, filed for a divorce, and didn't realize that the divorce didn't go through. So instead of her saying that there was some technicalities and some things that happened, even putting it on the jail if you're gonna lie, she goes and buys a damn fake a fake marriage certificate and tell her family and her friends that they married. But she lied her ass off about this. Now, evidently, Sharae gives a fuck what people think about her. She living for the crowd. She living for everybody else but her damn self. The fuck? Once you get grown, you don't. I got it, Niecy. I got it. Thank you. It's too X-rated for me to even ever show that, but I got it, Niecy G. I got it. Okay. So she's caring about what the hell other people think about her in her relationship, but I bet you she'll take no fucking advice from them same people that she care about what they say about her. You gonna have to do one or the other. Sharae, whatever, however we supposed to pronounce your name. You got his mother in your kitchen cooking. And did she call? Did she beep? Did she send a text message? Did she send him an eagle? Like, how did she communicate that she up in the house cooking? And why don't she got her own place to cook in? I ain't dragging the mother. I'm just asking Sharae a question. Miss Sharae said one thing about it is when your kids do time, you do time with them. And that's true. Your family do time with you unless you have cut that off. So she waiting and anticipating him coming home, but she wants Sharae to have tough love with him. Sharae ain't gonna have no tough love with him because Sharae sat there and blamed Anthony for not having a divorce when Anthony ain't on the outside. We need to be finding out what's going on with the ex-wife or the soon-to-be ex-wife. Find out what's going on with that. Let him, Anthony, and her work it out. But instead, you doing sneaky dog because your ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, or whoever the hell he is that says something about your relationship. Now here you getting ready to have a party for Anthony, and you getting ready to invite, you done invited your ex-boyfriend. What the? You care too much about what other people think. You moving dirty. That's dirty as I don't know what. Why do you give a fuck what people think? You're going to always move funny. You're going to always move dirty as long as you live in your life to please another mother. Everything you doing is a farce. It's fake. It's phony, in my opinion. Come on. It ain't like she no ugly chick, even though she be talking kind of. But I mean, she's not like she an ugly chick. She ain't got a busted ass body or nothing. Probably could have just about who she want to have if she taking, cut her eyelashes down some. She not a bad looking girl at all. I don't know what she doing for a living, and I don't give a fuck. Really, she's just on the show. But I'm saying, God damn. Stop caring what other people think. Then she talking boss like chicken, all of that kind of stuff with her girlfriend, and probably get around other people and be millie mouthed than a month. Probably talking like she got cotton mouth, can barely get out, and probably, you know what, we're gonna see how Sharae is, but Sharae starting off bad by going out and paying $99 for a fake marriage certificate, and just instead of saying that just fell through. I don't care nothing about what y'all think. He was already married. We thought we was gonna get married, but now she gonna probably want a whole ceremony and fake. For what? Let me tell you something. The only reason why I ain't saying nothing about her edges is because it may be alopecia. because I ain't never seen nobody edges sitting back that far with squiggles on the side. So I was like, maybe she got alopecia, but they were sitting all the way with swiggles. She had swivels. So we ain't gonna drag her. But if you got, your edges like that, why you wear your hair up? This right here looks fine on her. We get introduced to her, and her edges is just about all the way back to her kitchen. So then we gonna move on to Brittney and Kerok. Now this was a cute episode, but I ain't forgot nothing. I'm a Leo. We don't forget nothing. We don't forget nothing. When Brittney was asking about EB last week, Kerok was giving him a pass. Kerok is getting out of jail. Brittney's going to pick up Kerok. Now, bitch, I could have sworn, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn that Brittney said that she had gotten an apartment. Now, Brittney living in Kerok mama house. She living with Miss Tammy. Could have sworn when her and her girlfriend rolled up the day she missed the meeting is because she said that she had gotten an apartment. Now, that same bed, them same night tables, is sitting in Miss Tammy's house. Y'all let me know downtown to the chat. Do I need to do a poll? I'm telling you, I know this girl since she moved out and got her own place. But that own place was at Miss Terry. Why not say that you was living with Terry's mother? Then it could have. Then we would have looked at what EB was saying as a weak ass story because the mother would be watching her. They would know what the fuck was going on, so we would be totally. If she living in there with the mother, how the fuck is what EB saying relevant and true? Because the mother would know whether or not she had Brittney and the boyfriend living in the house. The mother would be getting up. Bitch, you can't get this together. Where this girl living at? Because I'm telling you, it's the same window, same night tables, same bed, same everything. So where does Brittney live? Make this make sense. Make this make sense. Because I can't stand nobody playing my face. If EB been watching her the way that EB said that EB was watching her, why EB ain't see you living with the mama? She just met up with EB. The mother ain't never come on? You think that his mother and his brothers are going to let Brittney do what she... bitch, I don't have no understanding. Anyway, she goes and picks up Kerok from the jail. She parks across the street because she doesn't know whether or not being with him or picking him up is a violation of her probation. So Kerok comes out. She said that, he had asked for some clothes, and, she had got him a red shirt and some jeans and all of that kind of stuff. And so we see Kerok coming across. She's all excited and everything. And, she says, drop the box, baby. And they hug each other. You could tell they miss one another. It was just a very warm, it was one of the best reunions that I've seen thus far, with people picking up other people and stuff like that, from picking up their loved ones from the jail. It just seemed like it just really, really is a sincere love between Kerok and Brittney. And Kerok, in comparison, or up beside the mother, is a wonderful person. The person that we looking at Kerok and saying Kerok seemed like he, really just controlling stuff like that. We got to see another side of Kerok. Kerok gets out. She's like, baby, 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 we out. We in a Mercedes. We out in the real world and all that. And Kerok is like, I got to adjust and all that. And, everything is fresh and new. And so Kerok goes on to tell us, that he was, a jump out boy and a stick up guy. And we all know what that is. If you grew up, you know what that is. And so he said on December 25th, they had helicopters, police, and all of that kind of stuff, right? Because they probably had been watching them. And he ended up going to jail for 7 years. And, that's when he said that, when he was living his previous life, he wanted, didn't feel good about himself. He wanted to, not really, live anymore and stuff like that, because he wasn't living in his truth about, who he was. And he, he wanted to, transition. So, we know that we won't say what the word is, but, we know that is something that a lot of people deal with in their life, right? Whether you're transgender, gay, just normal, regular, everyday people battle with different, challenges, if I will, because I definitely want to be as respectable as I can. And so Kerok began to show that. And so that started to make, now Kerok now is becoming a human being. And I think that one of the things that I think we all don't realize is that these are human beings. Sometimes when we out here roasting, gagging, and dragging, we don't realize that, sometimes there is a real person behind this. And I think that telling these stories helps us to see them as more human than we really do. But now, they, Kerok is a human being. He's out. Brittney is in love. He does a rap for her and everything, and they on the way to the house. And Kerok began to talk about there's a disease that runs amongst the women in his family, and that his mom has breast cancer. She I guess was undergoing chemotherapy, and she is one of the only females in his family that have survived this. And so when we meet Kerok's mom, we see a beautiful, beautiful, dark-skinned woman who was covering her face with a scarf. And I thought she was covering her face with the scarf because of the demic, but she said she was covering it because, going through chemotherapy and radiation and stuff like that, that medicine tends to burn certain portions of the skin. And so she felt like, there was discoloration on her face and discoloration on her hands. And so when we meet her and she's going out to see Kerok, she is, covered up. And so we see them embrace and all that kind of stuff. And, the mom, Tammy, came out and said, that's my son. She said, my son is free, physically and mentally, emotionally, spiritually. My son is free. And she said, I don't see him as a transgender. He was born that way. And that's how I see him. This is my son. And when she laid eyes on Kerok, she was just kept telling Kerok how beautiful he was. And he was saying that she was beautiful. And I just was like, okay, so this is just really touching. And this lets us see a side of Kerok that's going to, I hope, give us grace when we got to drag him. Because I still think he controlling this fuck. We ain't forgot nothing that happened in the past. We ain't forgot nothing. We just gonna take that. We're gonna live in the day. We're gonna celebrate the unification of Kerok and his mother. We're gonna cry with them. We're gonna hug with them. We're gonna experience all that love. But we ain't forgot. We ain't forgot nothing. Oh no. The unification, the reunification between Kerok and his mother was one of the most touching scenes that we've seen on Love After Lockup. Kerok began to talk about how, he couldn't be there for his mother because he committed a crime. So he couldn't be there, but as best as he could, he was there. He said he would call before the treatments and after the treatments. When the brother saw him, he was like, you done got all big. And he was like, I do what I got. I've been doing what I got to do. It was absolutely beautiful, the reunification. Absolutely beautiful. The mother was like, I support my son. That's my son. But what Kerok did say was that when he wanted to transition, when he realized who he was, and he said something to his father, he said his father told him, get out now. And Kerok said, and that's what I did. I got out now. And that is a story for so many people who decide that they're going to live in their truth, that they are rejected by their family and friends and sometimes society. So we applaud and we celebrate Kerok for living in his truth. We applaud and we celebrate Kerok for apologizing to his mother that he wasn't able to be there. When the mother had the scarf up on her face and began to talk about why she had it up there, Kerok was like, but you beautiful. And I'm telling you, all I saw was a beautiful chocolate Hershey's Kissy. Skin just beautiful. But y'all know as women, we are sometimes our own worst critics when it comes down to our skin, our beauty, how we appear to the public until we get to be a certain age when we just don't give a damn, when we get up in the morning and we just thank God that we don't look like what we've been through. And I'm going to tell you right now, Miss Tammy, you don't look like what you've been through. You are a beautiful chocolate drop, a perfect Hershey's Kissy. And we wish you healing from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. We wish you healing and long life. We pray that God will give you, that he will satisfy you with that he will allow you and Kerok to redeem the time that you all have lost in those 7 years. We hear, beautiful woman, beautiful spirit, to be able to say, I accept, this is my son, and he was born this way. What a good moment, a really good feel-good moment. But y'all know we got a couple of episodes. We got some episodes, so we need to be realistic because we don't know what we're going to see. But this was a moment that we were able to connect. I'm sure many of us was able to connect to what we saw. But trust and believe me, we ain't seen it all. Okay? We're hoping that EB gonna stand down. Now that Kerok is out, is EB gonna stand down? Kerok went in the room, loved the room, and I was like, but I thought that loved the room. They're gonna go and stay in a hotel, you know, do grown folk stuff, and they're gonna live in Miss Tammy's house. And I think that that's good because it will give Kerok and his mom an opportunity to really, really connect again. Because it's one thing talking on phone, it's one thing talking on video and stuff like that, but it's another thing when you're able to touch and interact and look a person in the face. It's a whole different level of connection. But anyway, y'all, I think I've covered everybody. Think I did. I'm so glad some of these people are gone, but we never know when they're going to show back up, y'all. Isn't that true? Because we got damn Melissa and Louie back. Like for what? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what y'all saying in the comments section. So anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. Y'all, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel and for being here for your dear auntie. I love you all so much. Shout out to, again, all the members who participated yesterday in the cook-off, and I am absolutely looking for more time to be with y'all. Until then, y'all, please be safe out there in those streets and be safe in the water. I love y'all. Have a great Monday. We'll talk soon.